First Alert meteorologist Kevin Phelps.
All right, well, happy Thursday. We're starting off on a very, very warm note. We're starting to see an increase in clouds, but we're already at 40 degrees officially in the Quad Cities. You're at 35 in Galesburg, 38 for Burlington, Muscatine, one of the cooler spots, hanging out at 25, but we're all trending much warmer today than even yesterday. So yeah, we're going to melt the rest of the snowpack. As you kind of take a look at clouds and radar, we have a lot of moisture here down to our south, and we're going to continue with our south winds today. So in terms of humidity, that is going to be on the rise, but of course, when it's this cold, it doesn't really have an impact here on the human body. So as you get into tonight, we're likely going to see that increase in moisture, which in turn leads to increasing chances for rain and, yes, a wintry mix. So I think today we're all going to get into the 40s, maybe even to the 50s in some of our southern counties here today. Quite a bit of cloud cover, but there should be some breaks in those clouds at times to allow some windows of sunshine. I think we turn on the faucet here after midnight. In fact, by 3:30 tomorrow morning, widespread rain setting up along and south of I-80, but as you get towards the I-80 corridor, temperatures are flirting with that freezing mark, which means snowflakes will start to mix in. And then I think by 6 and 7 a.m., a lot of this along and north of I-80 transitions over to snow. And these will be those wet snowflakes. And if you do get some accumulations, it would be easy to kind of pack into a snowball. But notice that you're continuing with rainfall here along and south of I-80. This round maybe brings a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain. So going to be a little bit sloppy there for your Friday morning commute. Now by midday, we're dry. And I think we're dry here through 3 in the afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 30s. Mostly cloudy, but as you get towards the evening commute, here comes our next wave of precipitation. This one mainly in the form of some light snow. This continues through about 9, 10 o'clock, and then it all exits to our north and east here by Saturday morning, and you're dry on Saturday afternoon with highs near 40. So as far as our chances for accumulating snow, areas north of I-80 going to be most favored, but notice for at least 2 inches, you're only in about that 20% range from Anamosa to Dubuque and Savannah. So this is not going to be the biggest snowstorm for us. In fact, we're only pretty much looking at minor inconveniences out here as we're kind of changing over to more snow as opposed to sleet and ice, which is actually a little bit better for travel conditions. Models range from nothing here in the Quad Cities to as much as 3 inches. You average them all out, it's about an inch is what we're expecting here in the Quad Cities. As you get towards 7:30 a.m. on Friday, this is the point where you might have a dusting on some of those bridges and overpasses, but I think the better chance for maybe some impacts probably in the evening commute as we eventually may produce another inch or 2 of snow. Again, areas north and west of the Quad Cities most favored. From Kewanee to Galesburg, Burlington, this is a rain event. Again, a half to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall, which is fairly substantial here for this time of year. So kind of goes without saying, we went ahead and issued a first alert day for kind of 2 time frames, the morning commute and again during the evening commute. And I think the evening commute is probably going to be the snowier of the two based on how things are setting up, but it's really north and west of the Quad Cities. So if anything changes, especially the track of this system, it goes a little bit more to the south, that could bring the bullseye directly over the Quad Cities. If it shifts more to the north, we could be looking at more rain. So this is going to be one of those scenarios where we're kind of updating the forecast every hour. You're going to need to follow along over on the QC weather app, as again, 10-mile shift is going to have a major difference on the type of precipitation you're going to get here tomorrow. Another chance for a wintry mix here on Sunday morning. We're back to 40 in the afternoon, and then we're going to kind of deal with a gloomy stretch of weather here on Monday and Tuesday. No rain or snow, but it's just going to be mainly cloudy, and high temperatures again kind of just staying steady in the upper 30s and lower 40s.